Puso, welcome back here as we are still greeting you live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center dito sa napakagandang lungsod ng San Juan. My name is Anton and this is your favorite sports and entertainment show, Game On. And today, for the very first time, we will be having one of our new junior anchors who had a very interesting journey dito sa NCAA. Nagsimula po siya sa NCAA Season 94 as one of the youngest courtside reporters ever in NCAA history. She took a little break but then came back dahil sa kanyang pagmamahal sa NCAA, coming back in Season 97, coming back again in Season 98. At ngayon, na-promote na bilang isa sa ating mga NCAA junior anchors. Let's welcome back to the coverage, Chase Orozco.
Thank you, Anton. Grabe, parang naiyak naman ako doon. Parang ang dami kong pinagdaanan since season 94. But thank you so much for that warm welcome, Anton. Alam mo, feeling ko para akong nag-college dito sa NCAA.
Yeah,
because halos 4 years.
You were such a baby back then when you first came in.
Ngayon ba hindi na?
And now you're all grown up. You're with me now sitting on this Game On table.
Yes.
Chase, talk about your feelings first. I want you to get in your feelings. Tell me about, why you love the NCAA, why you decided to come back. And after all this time, you still want to tell the stories of our future superstars, not only in basketball, pati na rin sa ibang mga sports.
Well, let's start off with bakit ako bumalik sa
Yes.
NCAA. So after the pandemic, Anton, yun na nga, parang paano ko babalik sa NCAA? Because, after season 94, I was not renewed.
Yeah.
And then, nagkaroon ng opportunity for season 97 to audition again. So sabi ko, grabe, ganito ba yung tiwala na binigay sa akin nung mga kasama natin sa NCAA to give me a chance again na mag-audition. So sabi ko, sige, i-grab natin yun. Kasi nga, di ba, when an opportunity opens, you have to grab them by its horns. Kailangan kunin mo yan kasi it's not like everyday meron tayong chance na maging parte ng NCAA or ng ganitong liga. And then, when I got in, grabe, goosebumps kasi hindi naman everyday bibigyan ka ng chance na makabalik dito sa NCAA. So I really felt so happy and genuinely talagang kinilig ako kasi yung tiwala na binibigay, Anton, you know that hindi basta-basta yung trabaho na going back to what you mentioned, kung bakit gusto ko pa rin ipagpatuloy yung pagkukwento sa mga storya ng ating mga student athletes. Hindi po madali ang pagiging student athlete at hindi po madali ang ginagawa nila, Anton, ang mga ginagawa ng courtside reporters. It is a craft and hindi to basta-basta. So I'm just really happy to be here.
And like the players who I love to see develop and grow, I'm also happy to see talents like you grow. So let's get right to work, Chase. Let's talk about the games today. It was another busy day in the NCAA. Kaninang umaga, nagtagumpay ang Benil Blazers laban sa Arellano. Will Gozum, I wouldn't say MVP form yet because I want that double-double, Will. I want to see that double-double. Kulang pa ng isang rebound. But the Benil Blazers looking good, winning 74-56. And then Perpetual, looking like the Perpetual that I predicted to be in the Final Four, beating JRU convincingly 72-61. Chase, put on your analyst hat. Tell me what you thought about Benil's win today.
For Benil, I'm so happy to see MVP season 98 Will Gozum doing the job. Kasi so far, maraming expectations coming from an MVP season. Diba? Last year, you want Will to perform, to be consistent or i-outperform na yung performance na last season. And so far this season kasi, Anton, hindi pa natin yun nakikita. Pero today, he just proved he is back. He was an MVP and he is still in this competition.
All right, now let's talk about Perpetual because Perpetual, you know what? I should ask you, and I want you to be honest. Who are your top 4 coming into the preseason? Isasama na kita sa mga predictions, Chase.
Okay.
Kasi it's usually just me, Martin, and Coach Hammer.
Yeah.
Yung honest top 4 mo, ha?
Okay. This was before, the start of the season.
Okay.
So of course, you've got the Letran Knights.
Okay.
The San Beda
She's
Red
being
Lions.
honest. She's
Yeah,
being
the San
honest.
Beda Red Lions. And then the Benil Blazers. And then EAC Generals, I have to say.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
Anton.
You've been watching.
Yes.
Okay.
No, prior to the season, when the season started, I had the chance to go to EAC. And
Okay.
in-interview ko sila, nagkaroon kami ng media day. And nakausap ko si Coach Gerson Cabiltes, who is such a fun to talk to. Mukha lang siyang very serious kapag
Yeah, he
nasa
is.
court. Pero pag nakausap mo siya, he is so full of substance. At hindi mo akalain na 6-time champion na siya.
Yeah.
Diba? So parang ako, oh my gosh, Coach Gerson, where have you been? Ganon.
Yeah, kasi at saka yung mga hinahandle niya, hindi biro. These guys are
Yes.
grown men. These guys are professionals. So he's actually going down a level to coach here in the collegiate division in the NCAA. Kaya nga tinawag ko siyang the Gerson Cabiltes effect. Because we are seeing the effect of Coach Gerson now with the EAC Generals as they try to make a run for their first ever Final Four appearance. So yan ang kwento ng EAC. But Chase, since we're into the discussion right now, let's break down the top 5 surprises here in NCAA Season 99 so far. Give it to me. Number 1.
Of course, unang-una na dyan, ang top pick nga natin, di ba? The Letran Knights coming into, despite being a 3-time defending champion, naku po, nagsimula po ang season nila with 0 wins and 7 losses to start season 99. Anton, I must say, i-comment pa rin natin ang Letran. It's not, ang pagiging three-peat, hindi lahat ng collegiate teams ay kayang gawin ang mag-three-peat. So we still have to acknowledge the greatness that the Letran Knights showed. But hindi natin nakikita yung championship form nila ngayong season.
I will just say this and I will bring out some facts. Since NCAA Season 73, this was the year 1997, that's a total of 26 seasons including this one. 18 out of 26 seasons nasa Final Four ang Letran. We're talking about a team that won 8 championships. But coming into the season, 3-time defending champion, 12 games into the season, na-dethrone na sila. So this is super shocking considering the fact na, syempre, you went from the penthouse to the doghouse. Yun yung nangyari sa Letran Knights ngayon.
Yes.
Kaya napakasakit, napaka-surprising. We had Letran in the Final Four, but that's what the NCAA is all about. So unpredictable, anything is possible. Kaya naman, we commend the other teams for stepping up their game and going after the champs.
Yeah, and picking up from what you said, Anton, I can only imagine what these players are going through. Most especially, yung mga veterans natin like sila Kurt Grayson, sila Paulo Havillanar. Of course, you are coming from a champion team Tapos ngayon, into the season, sadly, they get a lot of hate right now from their fans. So, tandaan natin, mga student athletes pa rin po ito. So, let's continue to support the Letran Knights on their following games.
Let's go to number 4, Chase. Give it to me. What's next?
The fourth one, Anton, is the Benildian Curse. And at the 1-3 start was a shocker considering the fact that the Blazers were the consensus title favorites. Pero ngayon, parang medyo mabagal yung takbo o ginagalaw ng College of St. Benilde, Anton.
I was very worried in the beginning. I was like, what is happening? Why is Will Gozum sleeping while he is wide awake? He's on the court but he's not putting up MVP numbers. I have high expectations for Will Gozum. Pero dito sa second round, nako, mukhang nagising na itong Benilde. But why we call it the Benildian Curse is they've been in the NCAA for the longest time but only have won 1 championship. 20-year Final Four drought, bumalik sa finals last year. They played against a Letran team na walang Fran Yu, hindi sila pinalad. So you have to wonder, what is missing? Ano ang kulang? What does Benilde have to do to win that championship? For me, it's championship or bust. Para sa'yo, Chase, is it championship or bust para kay na Coach Charles Liu dito sa Season 99?
For me, Anton, yes. Kasi, what's not clicking? Parang ganun yung nangyayari ngayon sa College of St. Benilde because ang intact ng players nila, only Pastoran and of course, team captain JC Colliar left the team but unfortunately, hindi natin nakikita na nag-work on glue yung team nila ngayong season.
Alright, but to those who have doubts or those who believe, and I think you have to believe and you have to go all in this season kasi huling taon na po ni Will Gozum, Miggy Corteza, Robbie Naive, and Prince Carlos. Pero may mga nakareserba for next year, Season 100. Alan Liwag, Justin Sanchez, Tony Inot, and Gab Cometa. You might be wondering why these names are familiar. They came from EAC and San Beda. So Benilde is still loaded up to Season 100. Let's move on to the next. We kind of brushed into this topic already, Chase.
Yeah, speaking of the EAC Generals are not the only team in the NCAA who have yet to win the championship, but they also have never advanced to the Final Four. Pero ngayon naman, Anton, kitang-kita mo, nagiging easily crowd favorite ang EAC Generals. Puno ang Phil Oil Arena usually kapag may game ang EAC.
Alam mo, Chase, I am surprised by your pick, including EAC in the Final Four. But you did your research. You did your research. I'm going to give you that. You went to their practice. And of course, you knew that Coach Gerson Cabiltes was a 6-time champion and he would inspire change. So, this is also an important year para sa mga general. Why? Because it's the last year of Nat Cosejo, it's the last year of JP Maguliano, it's also the last year of Ralph Robin. Although may nakareserba, may Axel Doromal, dating leading scorer ng Arellano, at Harvey Pagsanghan, dating teammate ni Clint Escamis before they went back here to the NCAA. So the system and culture is in place. It's just a matter of when they will finally advance to the Final Four.
And alam mo ngayon, Anton, ang nakikita ko ngayon sa players nila like JP Maguliano, pinapanindigan niya yung sinabi niya before the season started, pahihirapan daw nila lahat ng team. So good job to JP for doing that.
Andun ako
Diba?
sa press conference. Nagising kami nila Coach Hammer at Martin Javier dyan. Sabi niya, pahihirapan daw niya lahat ng mga teams. So, you know, pinanindigan nga ni JP Maguliano itong statement niya. Let's go to number 2, Chase, and it's about JRU.
Yes, and JRU drops the bomb after 3 seasons marred with disappointment and controversy. Their Coach Louis Gonzalez, found the right balance he has been looking for since taking over the job. Although natalo lang sila kanina kontra sa Perpetual Altas, so far so good pa rin ang pinapakita ng JRU Heavy Bombers.
You know, earlier, it was a head-scratcher of a game kasi nga AJ Miranda was scoreless in the first half. Nagising siya nung second half. But I feel that this is the year that JRU has to finally make it to the Final Four kasi nga, ito na yung ika-4 na season ng JRU under Coach Louis Gonzalez. Season 95, 5 wins. Season 97, 1 win. Season 98, 7 wins. Season 99, 8 wins.
Diba?
Ito na.
Yeah.
Kailangan na nila umabante sa Final Four. I also think it's a season where it's a make or break para sa Heavy Bombers.
Kasi Anton lagi silang almost but not quite.
Yun.
Ganun lagi yung ganap ng JRU Heavy Bombers. Pero alam mo, isa sila sa mga paborito kong teams na pinapanood. They add that flavor to the NCAA. They're a sight to watch kapag nanonood ako ng games natin.
Inimpluwensya ka ba ni Coach Hammer?
Hindi naman.
Oh, kasi alam mo naman forever JRU yun eh. Okay, let's go to number 1. And I'm not sure if people agree with me on this or will agree with us, but we have to face the facts. He is leading the league in scoring. He is one of the most exciting players to watch. He's got cover boy looks.
Yep.
And he is an absolute star in the NCAA. Clint Escamis has become the new face of the NCAA. What say you, Chase Orozco?
I have to agree because I saw the Clint Escamis challenge, Anton. If you guys want to see that and do that trend, go to Anton's Instagram page.
By the way, that went viral a little bit.
I
13,000
know.
views on Instagram. Pero ako lang yung may makapal na mukha na gumawa nun so far. Wala pa ako nakikitang iba eh.
Tinag niya si Martin tsaka si JV. na ginawa.
Hindi naman kailangan basketball eh. Pwedeng, you know, pretending to steal a ball pen, you know, because he's the number 1 steals guy in the NCAA. I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what? Clint Escamis, coming from another league.
Yep.
Same with Renz Abando I'm talking about here. He came from another league and he is leading the Rookie of the Year and the MVP race. So is this deja vu all over again, Anton?
Kasi when you think about rookie MVPs in the NCAA, naalala natin si Sam Ekwe, si Gabby Espinas ng PCU, and then of course, Allwell Oraime, remember him? Of Mapua, crazy rebounding numbers. And then of course, Renz Abando, the guy that you just mentioned. Ang pinagkaiba lang ni Clint sa mga players na to, gwardya si Clint.
Yeah.
And the NCAA, normally, yung mga nakakakuha ng awards ay mga big men.
Yeah.
So malaking bagay to, and I think it's also gonna change the culture if Clint Escamis is able to win an award like Rookie MVP.
Yep.
Gaganahan yung mga gwardya to play like him, not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, kasi kapag point guard ka, usually role player ka, Anton, parang hindi mo na naiisip yung mga ganyang bagay. Pero if you got Clint, di ba, it can also be an inspiration to the other student athletes who are playing point guard position.
Chase, aside from this list, do you have any honorable mentions, other surprises? Kasi ikaw, you're also doing your own thing behind the scenes, going to the barangays, going to the schools, covering other events. Ano pa yung mga ibang sorpresa na natuklasan mo dito sa NCAA Season 99?
Well, I actually had the chance to cover the badminton games during the elimination round. Okay, and can I just say, sana next year, next season, hopefully, makita natin, magkaroon ng live coverage yung mga games kasi grabe yung mga nakita kong laro, Anton. Very talented and very athletic ang lahat ng mga lumahok doon sa ating badminton tournament.
You think you can play-by-play badminton?
Yes, I will, Anton. Given the chance, I will. Because I play badminton. I play badminton, yeah.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting game.
Just putting some ideas out there. Anyway, sa aming pagbabalik, we will check out the top place, the awesome place of week number 6 dito sa Game On!